Okay, guys, I'm going to give a presentation about COVID classroom fire drill procedures. Um, let me show you the agenda. Okay, everybody can see that's the agenda. I'm going to go through the introduction, Dr. Alep, and I'll explain a little bit. COVID-19 procedures, fire drill procedures having to do with COVID-19. Then I'm going to close the presentation and questions and things like that. Okay, let me close this. Let me stop presenting. Okay, guys. This is the COVID-19 procedures for school, fire drill procedures, and the Dr. Al app. Okay. The video won't load. Let me see if it loads. You don't have to listen to it. Can everybody see the video? Somebody say yes or no. Okay, I'll show you the video at the end. Okay. Okay, if and when you decide to come back to school, you have to download the Dr. Al app. It's for iPhones and all the other phones. Okay, the Dr. Al app allows us to electronically screen everyone. You need to, before you get on the bus or before the students get on the bus, they need to answer the questions, and I'll show you in a little bit what they look like. It helps create the safest atmosphere. We know if you had contact with anybody that has COVID-19. Every time you come to school, you need to answer the questions, and we run reports. That way, if somebody else has a brother or sister, somebody that is tested positive, we can track and we know about who has come in contact with COVID-19. Okay, those are the instructions to download the app. Basically, it asks you to check in. You click on the school, and then it'll ask you five or eight questions about your symptoms, about where you in contact that you know with somebody that has COVID-19. Okay, these are flyers that you'll see throughout the campus. Those are the symptoms according to the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC. These flyers were given to us by our head nurse for the district, Rolando Barrera, Mr. Barrera. Basically, if you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, all those symptoms, you need to either tell your parents and you need to go get tested, or if you're a teacher, you need to inform us through the OWL app or through a phone call. If you're feeling sick, whether you're a teacher or a student, if you have a cough, fever, shortness of breath, you need to stay home. The symptoms: cough, fever, chills, pain, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, sore throat, loss of smell or taste. Again, these are all flyers that are going to be posted throughout the school and classrooms, and they were given to us by the district head nurse, and they're from the CDC, the guidelines. At school, the students and teachers are expected to wash their hands, and I know it's their instructions, but you still have to follow that. The second flyer, how to safely wear a mask. And if you've gone to the store, some people, have you seen the TV shows? People either wear the mask around the eyes, or they use the term chin diaper, and that's where the mask is around the chin. And those are the procedures: wear your face covering correctly, use a face covering to help protect others, follow everyday healthy habits, washing your hands, covering your cough, things like that. And take off your face covering carefully when you go home. Get to stop the spread. What we're going to do is we're going to be cleaning the desks. At school, we're going to be opening the doors for the students, so you guys don't make any contact with the doors. And if you do, we have Germix, we have masks for the students, and we have hand sanitizer stations throughout the campus. If the student does go to the restroom, there's going to be somebody there writing down who was at the restroom. Again, just to make sure that whoever you come in contact, we can trace. If you have cough or sneezes, cover your mouth with a tissue. If you don't have a tissue, use your elbow and then wash your hands right after. At school, you do the Dr. Al before you arrive. They're going to be doing temperature checks and before you get on the bus and after you get off the bus. We expect the students and teachers to socially distance, wear masks, wear shields, wash hands, and apply antibacterial soap, hand sanitizer, everything. Okay, the procedures in every classroom, they're going to have those flyers. If you notice the picture in the middle, the little tapes are all 6 feet apart. That's the front of the campus when you get off the bus. Anytime you go anywhere, you're expected to have the social distance. We're expected to tell the students also to have to show distance between each other. Water fountains are covered. That is a picture of my classroom. I need to move it around because with my desk, not all the desks are 6 feet apart, but the most desks I can have there is 12 desks. Going to the 6,000 hallway, the patio, the covered breezeway, you see the blue tapes, 6 feet across. And now fire drill procedures. We're going to keep the same fire drill procedures wherever you're at, in the E building or in the 6,000 hallway. The only difference is we're going to walk out, and again, we're going to walk out and with social distance, 6 feet apart. Once we get to the area designated with the fire drill, the same thing. We're going to have the students spread out and not making any contact with each other. And we're going to exit the classroom, turn off the lights and close the door, walk the route assigned, social distance, wear masks, wear face shields that the school is going to provide for you guys, and wait for all clear to return and follow social distance rules. In closing, that was a Dr. Al check-in. You follow social distance, wash hands, wear face masks, wear face shields, and I put it there twice. You need to wash your hands after each time. Use hand sanitizer. In school, the students are not going to be allowed to get together in little groups in the hallway or even in lunchtime. At the cafeteria, they're going to have there's going to be distance in the cafeteria. The only time you can take off your mask is to eat, of course. But after that, the face mask goes on, 6 feet apart. The students are not going to be allowed to play outside. They're not going to be allowed to sit in the picnic tables that we have. We are going to have like a different dismissal at the end of the day, so the bus students do not all bunch up in the bus zone. Do I have any questions? Okay, well, thank you for attending this meeting. Let me stop recording.